I'm going to be around in this industry for a very long time. And I'm going to go down as one of the best. And I am so done. And I am so finished with not realising that myself.
Genuinely, one of the best promos this year was cut on Twitter yesterday by WWE superstar Nikki Cross. Now, of course, Nikki Cross kind of spoke about the Royal Rumble, how she was frustrated that she had zero momentum to go into it. Now, the interesting point here is, one, she tagged at WWE, which makes you instantly think this is more storyline based than her shooting. And the second one, she is next to a WWE Performance Center ring at what we believe is a WWE Thunderdome. So chances are there's agents, other wrestlers. Obviously a cameraman was recording this, and this was something WWE wanted Nikki Cross to put out on social media. So I think this is something we can say is going to be incorporated into some kind of WWE story. Now, Nikki Cross's last big story with WWE on Raw and on SmackDown was her breakup, friendship / feud with Alexa Bliss. It's a feud a lot of people thought would go longer. We've seen Alexa actually go on to do much bigger OMG things. She's been the main event of Raw 3 weeks in a row pretty much, while Nikki Cross is basically having a few matches sporadically on main event against Reckoning. Now, that would send Nikki Cross into this spiral where she's now turning crazy again. And that's what I think we're currently seeing. I think we are currently seeing the craziness come back out in Nikki Cross. And I'm all here for it. She was damn good when she was crazy. So bring that back, please, WWE. And I think that's exactly what WWE are doing. And I think they already have a plan for it. Reckoning of Retribution actually quote tweeted Nikki Cross's tweet saying DM me, and pretty instantly Nikki Cross replied with the eye emoji, of course, instantly saying I'm watching, I'm here. And you know Retribution's story. They've been treated badly. They feel like they deserve better, and they're here to cause chaos. Nikki Cross, crazy Nikki Cross nonetheless, would fit in perfectly with Retribution. You have to believe that Mercedes Martinez was meant to be a tag team partner of sorts to Mia Yim, and it could have been a credible threat to the women's tag team championships. That didn't work out. Martinez is now back in NXT. Maybe Nikki Cross could fill that role. It's a story that WWE could easily portray, and it's a good reason to turn Nikki Cross heel. 100% I would agree with most of you probably watching thinking Nikki Cross 100% deserves a singles run. But right now, the women's roster is stacked. And right now, if she has to team with Mia Yim for the women's tag titles, good. It gets her on TV. It gives her something to do. I'm all here for it. I think it would work perfectly. The story is set. They had these matches on main event, a show that no one watches because WWE doesn't promote it that well, and they got mutual respect for each other. It would also be a perfect segue to continue the feud between Nikki and Alexa. It's a feud we thought would go a lot longer, and it can if she joins Retribution. Because you gotta think Alexa Bliss is a babyface. Alexa Bliss is beloved by majority of fans, and you're not going to turn her heel if the Fiend is currently babyface as well. So, if Alexa's the good person, Nikki Cross, if you're going to have this feud, has to be the bad guy. And you can't do that if she's the best friend who's been basically betrayed by her best friend. Well, look, Alexa Bliss is still wearing the Bliss and Nikki t-shirt. People have been pointing it out since Monday on Raw. And it could symbolise that even in Alexa's darkest days, when she's literally demonic Alexa, that she's still friends with Nikki Cross. She still wants that friendship deep down. She just wanted Nikki Cross to come and play after all. And it's Nikki Cross who's got a problem with Alexa being with the Fiend. And therefore, Nikki Cross would be the bad person, making her the heel. Perfect storyline sense for a WWE feud. We know the history between The Fiend, Alexa, and Retribution, And maybe Retribution would want Nikki Cross in there because she has that connection with Alexa, and they can try to get one over on the Fiend in revenge for what the Fiend done before. And don't forget, this entire thing between Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, and Retribution started on Twitter. And then the next night on Raw, it blew up into whatever the hell that was, with the Fiend just demolishing Retribution. We know from the story between Mustafa Ali and Ricochet that Retribution are in the business to recruit people, that they are willing to have people join them at this stage. So why not Nikki Cross? Nikki Cross is sitting backstage doing nothing, and I, for one, am genuinely excited at the prospect of a crazy Nikki Cross coming back once again and actually getting that airtime and getting good matches. And especially if you put her in that women's tag division, you put her in there against people like Charlotte and Asuka and the Riot Squad. And why not? Give them something to do and add to that tag division. I'm all for it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. I will try and leave a link in the pinned comment of the video to the actual tweet that Nikki Cross posted the video if you want to go and see it for yourselves. YouTube sometimes don't allow Twitter links, so if it's not there, you know why. But let me know your thoughts nonetheless. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you as always next time. Peace!